first of our 3 championship matches here tonight, and arguably one of the matches that I was looking forward to the most when it was announced. 2 very young, 2 very promising athletes, 2 out of 3 falls for the UKW Academy Championship. A championship which, as you just mentioned, this man here, Tom Steele, has held in the past. You have to think that he wants nothing more than to regain that championship, especially at the expense of this man.
Tom Steele looks to become the 2nd ever UK Wrestling 2-time Academy champion. Can he upset Leon Slater here tonight? Or will this championship bring new life with the new name to Leon?
Leon Slater is a man that I've seen on a few occasions now up and down the country, someone who's started to break out into other promotions such as Greedy Pro Wrestling. A young man with a very bright future ahead of him. Right now he has a very big task ahead of him against a man that he knows very, very well.
Interesting dynamic as well. Obviously this is a 2 out of 3 falls match. Leon has to pin or submit Tom Steele twice here tonight to leave with the championship.
Absolutely, the onus is on Steele to win this match.
Steele himself has to pin the champion 2 times in this contest to walk out with the championship he held so dearly.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the UK Wrestling Academy Championship. Please welcome first, to my right, the challenger and former UK Wrestling Academy champion. It is Tom Steele! And to my left, he is the current UK Wrestling Academy champion. He is the high-flying Leon Slater!
Leon Slater, very much in the face of Tom Steele.
2 out of 3 falls, and this is the UK Wrestling Academy Championship.
There is a lot of bad blood between these 2 young men, and they start off hot here. Both men showing big right hands. Slater wins the war of fisticuffs. Right hands from Slater, shoots Steele off the ropes. Goes Sun behind him, tilt a whirl all the way over, looking for that Destino. Steele lands on his feet, and very quickly Tom Steele bails to the outside of the ring.
This all came about Tom Steele. Not really.
Slater up and over the Pescado, lands on his feet though, able to avoid him. Big boot to the face by Slater. And a second one catching Tom Steele right in the side of the head. Not quite what she was looking for. He's got him up. Powerbomb position. No, Tom Steele able to hold on to the top rope there to avoid it. Slater catches the kick, gets shunned away. Penalty kick takes Slater down hard on the outside.
I just wanted to say that this all came about after the match at Celebration. Tom Steele took it upon himself to drop Leon Blade on his head after the match.
Steele looking for a Hurricane Rana around the ring post. Gets caught, boosted all the way over onto his feet though, avoids that power on the floor, and just shoves Slater to the outside into that steel ring post. The referee, John Parker, has gone to the floor to check on Slater to make sure that he's still conscious, let alone can still continue.
You heard the third sat all the way up here.
You can win a fall in this match via pinfall, submission, disqualification, or count out, and we may be very close to our first fall, somehow miraculously so. Slater kicks out on 2 after just eating that steel ring post.
Choking. 2 out of 3 falls match.
Steele needs to be very careful. That referee's count does not want to lose a fall so quickly by disqualification. Once again, going back to the throat, once again needs to pay attention to the referee's count. Leon Slater started this match like a house of fire. That momentum is very quickly being shunted, very quickly being halted with that collision with the post.
Perhaps this is a strategy by Steele though. Maybe he does lose the early fall, but doing something sadistic like choking Leon out, ignoring that count, he can pick that fall straight back pretty much straight away if Leon's unconscious.
Steele with that hard whip into the Irish buckle. Doesn't opt to hook the leg on the pinfall though, does not get the 3 count, excuse me. Steel now comes charging. Close down in the corner. Shoots him out far side. Comes charging a second time. Nice athleticism by Steel. Block. Gamanguri's blocks and gets met with a big forearm by Steel. Steel is going to take off the ropes. Gets some momentum, comes through. Went for a tope and another Gamanguri. This time connecting by Steel. Springboard off the bottom rope into that double stomp. And Steel goes careering to the outside into the guardrail.
These two have been non-stop since the opening bell. We haven't seen a fall as of yet.
Slater appears to have recovered from that collision with the ring post. Comes all the way around, meets Steel with a knee to the midsection.
Both men down in front of the ring now.
Slater looking to get another head of steam.
Picking up a lot of steam.
Gets met with just a boot to the face by Steel though.
Just slamming back first into the ring apron. Steel there using his brain, breaking that referee count. The referee got to about a count of 7.
Steel firing off those vicious kicks to the chest of Slater. Once again, it's been very, very back and forth. Neither man with a sustained time of advantage. Steel throws Slater back into the ring.
Perhaps Steel does want the 2 pinfall victories rather than beating Slater to within an inch of his life on the outside and taking up.
Steel to the second. Flying DDT just plants Slater head first into the canvas, and again it's only good enough for 2. Impressive resiliency from the champion.
The champion clearly doesn't want to lose any fall in this match. Kicking out after such a devastating maneuver.
Rear chin lock applied by Steel. A lot of the offense that Steel has employed so far has been targeting the head of Slater.
Steel uses that bunker buster, a package pile driver that Slater has felt on numerous occasions. So I'm guessing he's just softening up the champion for if he can hit that move later tonight.
Arrogant attempt at a cover by Steel, whose demeanour has certainly changed over the last couple of months here in UKW. Big forearm in the corner.
A lot of people say that it's not the championship that makes the champion, but in this instance it definitely has been. Steel, since winning that Academy title back from Billy O'Keefe, he has changed. He's more aggressive.
Steel shoots Slater off. Big close, and again doesn't hook the leg, however, and that's allowed Steel to fight out at 2. Slater has not been in the game for the last couple of minutes here. Once again, back to the rear chin lock goes Steel, looking to wear his opponent down.
And Slater's very comfortable flying around the ring, while Steel's got a reverse chin lock on the mat. Slater's not flying anywhere.
Absolutely, it's intelligent strategy from Steel, who's able to ground his opponent. Almost, however, a bit of a lackadaisical pace here from Steel.
Those Muay Thai knees.
It's like he knows he's in the driver's seat right now, but he does have to score 2 falls. He takes the champion over the vertical suplex. Lateral press, and again, neglecting to hook the leg as the challenger.
Steel perhaps now thinking, what has he got to do?
Maybe an air of frustration creeping across the face of the challenger here.
We've yet to see the bunker buster, we've yet to see total recall. Perhaps if Steel can hit one of those 2 moves, we'll be looking at a new Academy champion.
Steel applies a front face lock. Slater spins out, big right hand across the jaw of Steel. Takes off the ropes. Destino, no, once again gets caught and lawn darted into the top rope. Almost a hot shot snake eyes from Steel.
Steel's caused some separation now.
Once again, Steel going back to the head, running, big boot in the corner, catches him just underneath the jaw. Maybe going to finish well. Axe stomp to the back of the head of Slater. The referee is down in position. This time he does hook the leg, but again it's only 2.
All these attacks to the head, surely got to start taking its toll eventually on Leon Slater.
You have to feel it'll have a cumulative effect on the mind and the awareness of Slater. Slater again rocked for that big right forearm.
Sure, the midsection is driving the air out of the lungs of Slater. The opening minutes were all penalty kick to the spine.
And again, you see the arrogance of the cover. If I was Tom Steele, I would not be covering the champion so arrogantly, especially when he knows that his one fall isn't going to get the job done. He needs to be cinched up on those pins. He needs to be trying to win. It's his prerogative to win the championship. He's the one challenging. He needs to win the 2 falls to capture it.
Normally under standard rules, you'd have a champion's advantage. That isn't the case in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Of course.
Leon can lose. Falls by disqualification.
You mentioned total recall earlier. Maybe looking for it. Gets caught though. Slater spins him round. Crucifix bomb takes Tom Steele down for the first time in several minutes. Leon Slater maybe back in the driver's seat.
Not able to hook the pinfall.
Straight off the second moonsault press. Lands on his feet. Steele hooks underneath. Springboard back elbow by Slater.
Slater got to look to keep Steele down long enough to hit that 450 splash.
Slater had Steele down for an advantage there, neglected to go for a pin, goes charging with a forearm in the corner. Another head of steam. Dropped it to the chest of Steele.
Something only held up at the moment due to the ropes.
Slater comes charging this time. Steele able to move out the way. Sunset flip out the corner. Slater only gets 2. You see both men feeling the effects of this match. We're nearly 10 minutes deep into this contest. Both men are down, both men are sore, both men are suffering.
Both men still not picked up a fall either.
Absolutely, we're still at 0-0 here in this contest. Still a lot more to go. Referee issuing a standing 10 count to both men up on their knees now. Slater throws first. Steele responds in kind. Shot from Slater. Steele with a forearm. Both men just slugging it out here with the Academy Championship on the line. It's Slater who's to his feet first, and it's Slater who's unloading on his opponent.
It does look like close fist perhaps.
Referee needs to keep an eye on those.
He's got a better look than I have, perhaps.
Steele is just getting the tar hammered out of him here.
He went for a low blow there, I think.
Jumping spin kick catches Slater under the butt of the jaw. Steele slow to capitalize, however, after taking all those shots himself, and again both men are down.
Both men rising at the same time.
Off the ropes goes Steele. Baseball punch, taking him up. Sit out like a bomb, and again it's only 2, and Tom Steele landed very high and tight there.
The wherewithal from the challenger to kick out, keep this match at 0 apiece. Blade remove some attire there. I don't know if he was an elbow pad, maybe looking to knock out.
Well, you mentioned that 450 splash earlier, and it appears to be that's where Slater is going. Slater ascending to the top row, maybe looking for that Firebird splash to finish off the challenger. Lands on his feet, Steele able to avoid. Oh, that's a blatant low blow. Blatant low blow from Steele, and Steele.
The first fall goes to
Well, Tom Steele has just cost himself the first fall, intentionally, I might add.
Sorry, go on, carry on.
That vicious low blow from Tom Steele. And, oh, wait a minute though, he's got Slater set up in position for total recall. Takes him down in the middle of the ring, hooks the leg, and scores the equalizer.
I was just about to say perhaps it was a genius move by Steele. He takes the low road, he takes that option of losing a fall to gain a fall, and all of a sudden he's back in the driver's seat again.
Absolutely. It was a strategy that you mentioned earlier on that we might see Tom Steele employ, and that's exactly what came to pass. Steele was able to get the advantage of that low blow. He cost himself the fall, but was very quickly able to equalize.
Bunker buster.
With the total recall, and is now very much in the driver's seat. Gets back, dropped out of that package pile driver position. Standing moonsault, double knees, catches him in the midsection. Only 2.
So we're tied up at 1 apiece. Sudden death now.
We are here with all to play for, with the Academy Championship on the line.
Slater looking for.
Slater dragging Steele to the corner. Fights out, but gets booted away. Pele kick catches Slater on the top of the head. And now it's Slater who's in a very precarious position. Gets taken up on the shoulders. Flips him over onto his feet. Nicely done by Steele. He needs to actually, he's got a dragon sleeper applied. He's got a dragon sleeper applied in the middle of the ring. Very intelligent strategy from Steele here, but Slater able to find the wherewithal to fire with those double knees. But gets a boot caught.
Stomp missed. The second stomp missed. Third stomp missed. Fourth stomp missed. Double stomps missed.
Capoeira kick grounds Tom Steele.
We've seen Leon attempt a 450 splash, but we haven't seen him hit it yet.
Takes off the ropes, bicycle knee strike, and now just double underhooking, firing those knees into the ribs, trying to take all the air out of the champion. Spins him underneath, and once again he's got that dragon sleeper hooked on. Dragon sleeper is in the middle of the ring, great ring positioning, and takes him down. Slater is down in the middle of the ring. The referee is checking, Gator rolling him over.
And back again.
Tom Steele is Gator rolling the champion around, taking him away from the ropes, sucking the oxygen out of Leon Slater. Leon Slater maybe now he's got the body scissors as well. Leon Slater may be in trouble here. The referee's gonna have to have a judgment call here. He's raising the arms of the champion one more time. If this arm drops, the arm is dropped, the bell is rung, and Tom Steele has passed out Leon Slater. Well, we mentioned at the top of the show that we had 3 championship matches lined up, but it appears, Lawrence, that we've been granted a 4th as the new UKW heavyweight champion, Jonathan Sedgwick, has offered out an open challenge, which has been answered by this man.
The one, Sid Phoenix, making his UK wrestling debut. I mean, Jonathan Sedgwick is the CEO of UK wrestling. I guess he can do what he wants when he wants to do it. So that's why I know nothing about the championship match. Obviously, I had a prep you beforehand. I thought Jonathan Sedgwick was about to call somebody out, but looks like Sid Phoenix has answered that challenge already in the back, and Sedgwick's off to put the title on the line.
Well, as you just mentioned, this is Sid Phoenix's first ever wrestling match in his history, and in his very first match, he has the opportunity to win the heavyweight championship. What a big opportunity this is for this young man.
Oh, is it his debut as well? An unknown completely. Like, that must give Phoenix some form of advantage in this contest.
The current and 5-time UK Wrestling Heavyweight Champion is the CEO of UK Wrestling, Jonathan Sedgwick!
As you heard our ring announcer say, the now 5-time heavyweight champion of UKW makes his way to the ring. The CEO of the company, our boss, Jonathan Sedgwick.
So, it'd be good for Sedgwick to know that this reign has already lasted longer than his third reign that lasted mere seconds after a disappointing result in the December Bash Rumble, where Cayman Carlisle cashed in the dream ticket on the heavyweight champion after it was something like 47 seconds. Sedgwick is doing well.
Jonathan Sedgwick is someone who has a reputation here in UKW of stepping into the ring with the younger talent. Something that he's doing right now, and not only that, but he's putting that beautiful heavyweight championship on the line.
Brave move by Sedgwick doing such a thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is for the UK Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. This match is also scheduled for 1 fall.
I was just about to say that Cedric brave for putting this championship on the line against a relative unknown in Sid Phoenix. He's used to he's faced Mustafa Khan hundreds of times. He knows what he's going to expect. In this, not so much.
As big as an opportunity as this is for Phoenix, though, you have to think that nerves must come into play. He's not only stepping into the ring for the very first time, as the bell sounds, not only is he stepping into the ring for the very first time, he's stepping into the ring with the CEO of the company. Not only that, but he's challenging for the heavyweight championship, and very quickly he gets taken over with an arm drag. Nerves have to be a factor for Sid Phoenix here tonight in the UKW arena.
I mean, he's given himself the name of the Wonder. So
very nicely there, Sid Phoenix with an arm drag, and this time and holding on to the bar in the arm of Cedric.
Just about to say, Phoenix calls himself the One. You've got to have some confidence in yourself to give yourself such a name.
Cedric snatches a side headlock. You heard from the reaction when Phoenix entered how popular this young man is. May very well have the crowd behind him, which has to make a difference when you're in such a big fight feel like this. Dropped down by Cedric. Cedric takes him. Spine buster takes Phoenix down very, very hard.
That might have been Phoenix's best shot in this match, that he's just gone out the window.
Absolutely. Cedric dragging him back to the corner. Big right forearm. Cedric shoots him across. Phoenix takes the buckle. Big close on the corner by the champion. There is no one in this company with more experience than Jonathan Cedric, who takes Phoenix over the vertical suplex.
Cedric slow to capitalise though. Would have looked to make a cover straight on the back of that to try and get this match over early.
Cedric takes Phoenix up. Backbreaker.
We've seen Cedric use on many occasions a sharpshooter. He's wearing down the back.
And you see there the ankles in precarious position.
Roll up.
Very surprising by Phoenix there.
And a nice drop toe hold. Just telling Cedric there that he was that close to locking in the One himself. The One, obviously, the submission maneuver that Sid Phoenix uses, grapevining the legs, then reaching over, pulling back on the head.
Cedric is without doubt giving Phoenix a fighting chance, allowing him to get his feet flying. Shoulder tackle from Phoenix. Takes Cedric down. Phoenix needs to hook Cedric up for a suplex. Takes the champion all the way over. Nicely executed by Phoenix.
Phoenix quick to cover.
Not a particularly strong lateral press from Phoenix, however. Again, that experience coming into play. He definitely has the crowd on his side though. He needs to keep his eye on the champion though. Comes charge again. You saw there Cedric able to fight out with Earth Bone Blower, catching catching Phoenix right on the jaw.
We'll have a split down the middle of the building. One half all for Jonathan, the other half for Sid.
T-bone power slam takes Phoenix over. Phoenix very impressively able to kick out at 2.
Just as you pointed out with the experience factor there, you saw Cedric hook the leg.
It sends Phoenix out to the outside of the ring. Somewhat surprising maneuver by Cedric. I would think that Cedric is all about the sportsmanship, but he sent the young challenger all the way to the floor, and he's given chase here. He's coming after Phoenix on the outside, hooking him against the guardrail. Big shot to the chest of Sid Phoenix.
It's going to make a difference as well. Phoenix without the shirt on, Cedric has got that little bit of protection wearing the shirt, so that chop was nothing nice for Sid to feel.
Big body slam on a 5-time champion. Takes on the ropes for head of steam, drops the leg across the sternum of Phoenix.
It's normally the prelude for the Cedric super kick.
And maybe going back to that sharpshooter as you mentioned earlier on, he's got the ankles again, this time stomping on the hamstrings of Phoenix. This is yanking the ankle, which pulls the hamstring, which pulls the knee. Cedric definitely looking to soften up those legs, looking to soften up those limbs.
Perhaps Cedric not looking for the quick 3 count here, maybe looking to put Sid Phoenix through his pace a little bit, put that sharpshooter on.
He's got the leg, Grapevine just needs to turn him over, and he does. He turns Sid Phoenix over. Will Sid Phoenix tap out in his first ever match? He looks very, very close, but he's fighting it. Sid Phoenix is trying his best to fight the excruciating pain this hold must have, and incredibly able to fight off and push Cedric out.
The upper body strength there.
He takes him on the shoulders and looking for the 1 drop, drops down the back, super kick. I don't know how much of that he caught.
Blow, perhaps.
However much he caught of it, it wasn't enough because Sid Phoenix is rallying now with 2 big flying shoulder tackles. The challenger, looking to get some momentum, once again takes him up. Just a belly to back slam takes him over. Phoenix needs to capitalise. It's not often he will get the champion on the floor like this. He needs to keep his eyes on the ball rather than the adulation of the crowd.
Looks like Phoenix is thinking about something here though.
Comes charging, takes him on the shoulders, Fireman's carry position. Maybe looking for that 1 drop. There's 1 elbow to the face. Schoolboy roll up from Cedric, and the champion retains.
I could be mistaken, but Cedric looked to have some tights there. Might have to go back and check that replay later. You mentioned uncharacteristics there from Cedric. But throwing to the outside, the chops on the outside.
Well, Sid Phoenix may have ended up presenting a sterner challenge than what Jonathan Cedric was initially expecting. Hence maybe why a slight change in tactics, a little bit more aggression from Jonathan Cedric than we're used to seeing. We have to give it up for Sid Phoenix. In his first ever match, came very, very close to unseating the champion. A great performance from this young man in his very first wrestling match.
Wait a minute, Hook 2's out here.
Oh, wait 1 second.
Crowley's out here again.
Armour 2 with a chair to the back of Sid Phoenix. What is this about? And Crowley sledgehammering Cedric in the back. And again McTwo with a steel chair across the spine. Across the back. The referee's trying to get control here. Why are Crowley and McTwo out here, and what is this about?
Crowley, as we've mentioned, is making lots of enemies here tonight. This isn't doing him any favours.
McTwo and Crowley with a foot across the throat each of Sedgwick. I'm not quite sure what business they think they've got out of here. The referee is trying to restore some order here, but McTwo, he appears to be choking Sedgwick to the point of near unconsciousness here. We need to get some help out here because the UKW champion is in trouble.
Mustafa Khan.
Mustafa Khan appears to be coming to the aid of Sedgwick, and very, very quickly, McTwo and Crowley are heading for higher ground.
We've seen Mustafa Khan lay out both Crowley and McTwo already once tonight. Not entirely certain though, if I was Sedgwick, I'd be trusting Khan right about now.
Well, I mentioned earlier that Mustafa Khan surely has unfinished business still with Crowley. This incident will surely only stoke the flames of that.
Yeah, I've been around this business a long time. I say this company a long time. This does have the hallmarks of a premeditated attack by Mustafa Khan. Perhaps maybe some of his handiwork has rubbed off on the remnants of the Persian Empire.
Mustafa Khan helping Cedric to his feet, and like you said, these two certainly no strangers to each other. These two have gone to war hundreds of times, but it appears that right now a truce has been called between Cedric and Khan. Khan helping Sid Phoenix, who's brutalized with that steel chair back in the ring. Let's not have what just happened take the spotlight off the job that Sid Phoenix did here tonight. Mutual respect being shown by all 3 men, and a hug between Khan and Cedric, even though it may be an easy one.